Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today's the Outer Worlds video guide. We're going to be showing you how or where to get all 6 companions. Most of them you can get pretty much near the start of the game, though you will have to run through a few high leveled areas. Now, the first NPC or companion we're going to recruit is PARVATI. Now, she will automatically come into the player's life pretty much on the first planet when we're talking to Mr. Reed. And he's going to tell us to sort his power problems out and go and evacuate this greenhouse practically. Now, when you're talking to Reed, PARVATI will actually volunteer to come along with us. So all you have to do is just simply agree and say, sure, I could use the company. And this will allow PARVATI to come along with us on this mission. Now, we aren't quite finished yet, because once we have done all of this, we have the part for our ship and we're ready to take off. PARVATI will interrupt you one more time just before getting back on our ship. Here, you will also have to agree to take her along with you. If not, she will not be your companion and she will be lost. So make sure you just simply agree both times to take PARVATI along with you, and this will recruit her permanently into your companion and party.
Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
The second companion we are going to be recruiting is VICAR Max, also can be found on the very first planet. So just after we agree to take PARVATI with us the first time, she is going to soon mention VICAR Max. Now you want to agree to go and find him. He can be found very close by in the main city as well, the first planet. If you've accepted what PARVATI had to say, you will actually get a marker on the minimap, so just activate the side quest and go and see him in the church. Now he will mention that he is looking for a certain book. Now what you want to do is obviously you want to agree to go and look for it. This will activate the illustrated manual side quest. So you can do this whole side quest on the first planet. You just have to basically activate it and then follow the markers. This will eventually take you to this little cave with a safe in it. So you want to open the safe, and this is where the book is going to be. Once you've got the book, just take it back to VICAR Max, and then he will ask if he can come along with you. So obviously you just want to agree to that, and that will be your second companion.
Fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you.
The third companion we are going to be able to recruit is Sam, or SAM, since these are the initials of a cleaning robot. Now the first time we can interact with Sam is actually the first time we get on our ship, just after clearing up the first planet with all the power supply and all that stuff. Once we're on the ship, we want to go to the very top floor and we are going to find him in a closet. The first time you talk to him, you're not going to be able to really do anything, but you want to interact with him, because that way you can go back downstairs and talk to Ada. Now, once you're talking to Ada, you do want to ask about Sam and see what she has to say. She doesn't really know what's going on, but she does recommend us to go and check out the logs about Sam in our captain's quarters. Now, to go to the captain's quarters, you're going to have to go up one set of stairs instead of going up both to see Sam. And in the captain's quarters, you are going to find a computer. Now, in this computer, there are going to be multiple logs about Sam. Now, I'm not sure if you do have to press on all 3 of them or it's just the third one, but I would just click on all of them just to make sure anyway. And this will basically tell us what Sam is missing. Now, to get the missing component for Sam, we are going to go to the Terra 2 planet, which is actually the same planet as where we've just done all the power supplies. But this time we are going to go to Roseway. Now, Roseway will be unlocked a bit later on. You'll get a distress signal, and you're going to basically go to the distress signal. Don't worry, this will happen all automatically. Now, once you've got the distress signal, you're going to go to the Roseway landing place, and you're going to take this path here. We're going to kind of go to the left in the mountains until we come across a very small building in the kind of forest area. It's kind of quite well hidden. I did have one of the side quests activated from the distress signal. It actually makes you go there. It will definitely make it a lot easier to find. Now, this building is going to be the storage facility. Now, in here, what we want to do is we are going to get in a few fights with some robots. Now, once we've killed all the robots, I believe we're on the top floor here. we are going to find a scientist that is been killed for a while now, and he is going to have a key card. Now this is going to allow us to open the door downstairs, which is locked. This door is very close to where we first came into the storage facility. Like I said, this building's quite small, so you shouldn't have too much trouble looking for it. I believe it's the only locked door in this building. Now with the key card, you're obviously going to open the door, and as soon as you go in the door, you want to look down to the left on the shelf, and we are going to find the missing component for Sam. Now obviously you just want to take this back to Sam on our main spaceship, and he will be recruited.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer!
The fourth companion we are going to be recruiting is Ellie. Now to find Ellie, we are going to go to Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker is actually the second area the game makes us go if you're following the main missions. Now on Groundbreaker, we are going to go to this area here, which is the medical bay. Inside the medical bay, we are going to find Ellie arguing with the receptionist. And yeah, you can just interrupt this and talk to Ellie. Basically, all you want to do is just agree to help her out. Now, this is going to be the first time we are going to be using our disguise, so make sure you did pick that up back in the main ship. You want to pick up the ID cartridge off of the little table here. You're going to get a bit of the tutorial if this is the first time you're using the camouflage system, which it should be if you're doing this side quest right at the start, as soon as you get onto Groundbreaker. Now you want to go to the right here. You should have a marker if you've activated this, the side quest, and here you kind of want to go in and talk to Jessie. What I personally did is I did intimidate her, and she let me in with no problem. I'm not sure if this is the only way in, or if there are more ways in, or if you can even talk to her from the outside. But anyway, once you're in, you will actually learn that Jessie is only in here just because she's scared that she owes a lot of money to the board. So you're going to obviously agree to help her out as well and pay her debt. Now eventually you're going to come across a guy called Udom. This is actually kind of the leader of the board. You're going to talk to him on the main quest as well, so you can't miss this guy. Once you've sorted anything out to do with the main quest, just continue talking to him and talk about Jessie, and then you're going to want to pay off her debt, which is about 1,700. Hopefully you should have that amount of money by this point. And yeah, just pay off her debt, then go back to the medical bay and talk to Ellie, and she is now your companion. The fifth companion is Felix. Felix can also be found on Groundbreaker. Now, as soon as you arrive on Groundbreaker for the first time, you're going to see these guards talking to this guy called Felix. And you're just going to do pretty much the same as with Ellie. You can just interrupt them, just talk to Felix. And then the guard is going to start talking to you. Basically, you want to tell the guard to relax and that you're going to talk to Felix yourself, and that this will make the guard go away. Now, after this, Felix will start talking to you. Just kind of try and act as friendly as possible to him until he doesn't really have much more to say, or you don't have much more dialogue to ask him or talk to him. Now, once you've done everything possible on Groundbreaker for the first main mission, which is to talk to the board leader and get your ship back ready because it was impounded, once you can go back to your ship and it's no longer impounded, you should find Felix just outside of your ship waiting for you. Now here you just want to agree to let Felix join your crew, and he will be your fifth companion.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me, it's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely... Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my...
Our sixth and final companion is NYOKA. Now NYOKA can be found on the moon Monarch, which is the moon to Olympus. Now technically you can go here pretty much as soon as you got access to your ship, but be warned, the enemies in this on this moon will pretty much one or two shot you. You will have to make quite a run for it because the first time you land on Monarch, you're nowhere near Stellar Bay, and you will want to go to Stellar Bay to find NYOKA. So just be prepared to run around a load of enemies if you do want to get this over and done with early. It's not a bad idea because NYOKA is actually quite a good companion, so it's completely up to you. Anyway, once we find NYOKA, she is going to be drunk as per usual. We're going to find her in the yacht club. Now, she is going to agree to help us out, but we are going to have to find a special pill with caffeine in it or whatever just to make her sober up. Now, there are multiple ways of getting this pill. However, the first thing you do want to do for all of the methods is go to the dispensary, which is only a few meters away from the yacht club. So technically you can do this without actually leaving the city if you want to, but you will be sacrificing something. So in the dispensary, we are going to talk to Abigail Edwards. Now, she is going to tell us a few methods that we can get these pills. The fastest way without leaving the city is to intimidate her. This is what I've done. You know, it obviously does have consequences. You're not really going to be able to interact with Abigail Edwards anymore, so it's completely up to you. I haven't tried the other methods yet. So yeah, that's definitely the quickest way to get the pill. Anyway, once you've got the pill, go back, talk to NYOKA, and yeah, just agree to have her as a companion, and that is our final companion. So yeah guys, hopefully this guide was helpful. If it was, please go ahead, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
When you're ready.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?